Well, alright, everything seems to be in working order here with the new forge wagon that we just purchased. PTO shaft looks like it lines up good. Hoses are all connected. Everything seems to be turning. Tire pressure is good everywhere around. I think it's time to go pick up some straw. Not bad for $30,000, I think. I think it holds 26,000 liters of your wonderful forge material that we will be picking up. Mainly straw for a little while. Let me get in here and just turn this off. We don't need that running at the moment. Also, while I was down at the store, purchased 2,100 liters of seed for the seed drill so we can fill that up. Put some seed into it, and of course, probably not going to be enough to get those fields done. But the one job that needs to be done first is pick up the straw. So it does leave the farm with just about, I think just shy of $30,000 in the bank account. I am kind of curious to see how much I get from all the straw at a crappy price. It'd be nice to get up to the money so in a couple days I can buy the weeder, but I think I got enough to where if I were to sell the eggs, yeah, I can go ahead and buy the weeder at some point. So, but first things first, we need to go ahead and pick up the straw, sell it, clear out these fields. I need then to, I think this field here needs lime, if I remember correctly. So I want to put fertilizer down first, then lime, and then reseed. But that may not be for like another day, because it's going to take me a while to go ahead and pick all this stuff up. It's not just a pass here and there, that's for sure. It's going to take a few passes everywhere. Then, of course, trips to the store to sell the straw. Get a good idea how much we're going to profit on when I get a full forge wagon. Head down to the store. Like I said, this holds like 26,000 liters, and I think the price right now is like $37 per, which is, yeah. But it's straw. What are you gonna do? What am I gonna do about it? In the near future, though, when I have pigs and cows, straw is going to come in rather handy. And for the meantime, I could go ahead and just give them loose straw as bedding and then sell the rest. That's kind of the idea and plan. Also, in the near future, I could also possibly buy a mower and put in a cheap silage pit area in somewhere. Maybe start making some silage and sell that. Try to bring a little bit more cash to the farm as possible. Expansion, but not expanding too far because I am a lonely farmer. It's hard to do everything on your own. One of these days I'll figure it out. Maybe if I get a break here, I can maybe take a whole day off and look into some more things and figure some things out to figure how to make this farm more operational, more profitable. But I mean, it's pretty profitable now. We're doing pretty darn good, actually. I was actually surprised I could find a loading wagon in this good condition for the price that I got it for. I mean, 30 grand for something that can hold 26,000 liters. The color is kind of interesting. And the name brand I really quite haven't, I recognize a little bit. Mengiel? Is it Mengiel? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Either way, as long as it functions correctly and works good, that's all that matters to me. Get some of my money back on the straw. And by having a forge wagon now allows us to kind of not just plant not sunflowers, sorry, soybean and canola. I mean, yeah, I could have planted a cereal crop before, but I always feel guilty. If I ever harvest cereal crop, I always want to make sure I pick up the straw. I don't like just chopping it up. I suppose if I had a really, really huge farm and it didn't matter and the money didn't matter, I may just chop it up and just say the heck with it. I guess it all depends on how much time I have. But right now I have all the time in the world because, well, there's no one else here, so I guess I'm on my own schedule. But maybe in the distant future, this wouldn't be too bad. And I do believe we have a full forge wagon. If we ever get a bigger harvester with a wider header, the swath paths I have will be fewer and be quicker to pick up, in theory. But now I need to head on down to the store. This is going to take up most of the day traveling back and forth, especially when it comes time to do this field. But at least when I do this field, I won't have to go around little crater that the earthquake caused last week. But yeah, this is going to take up most of my day just traveling back and forth to the store. But the question I have is, how much am I going to get for one load? And then try to calculate how many loads am I going to get? And then try to calculate, am I going to get my money back in one day on the loading wagon? Which would be fantastic. Kind of miscalculated how much the farm actually had. It's just shy of 24,000, not 30,000. So either way, that's what we have. So how much does 26,000 liters of straw get me at the price of $37 per? I mean, is it even going to be like $800? Well, $951, so just shy of $1,000 per load. Well, if I can get 10 loads out of this today, which may be stretching it a little bit, I guess it wouldn't be too bad to get $10,000 back on an investment I put $30,000 into. So 1/3 of my investment I'll get back today just by picking up the straw. I suppose that's worth it, because I'm going to be using this quite a bit, that's for darn sure. So a total of 3 trailer loads plus this extra that I'm getting here is what I'm getting off this field here. And yeah, I've changed my mind about picking up the straw in the other field this afternoon. I think I'm going to flip this field over and plant wheat in it so it's in sequence with those other 2 fields that we did in the early morning hours. And then I think on the big field, I'm just going to go ahead and plant maybe like canola in there. Maybe tomorrow if I get a moment or two. That would be good. I'm pretty sure I got plenty of moments, but that's kind of the idea at this moment. I think 3 fields of wheat should be more than enough, and I think the loading wagon is going to be parked right here. Hopefully I can fit the seed drill in here later on once I get done. Wait, I actually got up to... no, I shouldn't have to lower that. This doesn't need to be lowered. Alright, so... hoses, PTO, there we all good. Now I need to grab my spreader, take the lime that's out in it, put in the fertilizer, fertilize the field, then spread lime on it. I need to manually put the bags of seed into the seed drill. Yeah, a lot of things to switch around here, but man, a second spreader would be good so I wouldn't have to keep switching back and forth, but yeah. Money speaks. And right now, I don't have much speaking to do. But we made about $3,000 off of the straw that we have so far. And I'm not sure if I even got enough lime to put lime on that field anyways. I may have to go buy some. I'm thinking I may have to buy some lime and fertilizer because I don't think I got enough for seeding this field. I may have enough for seeding this field. I'm not going to have enough definitely for seeding the other field tomorrow, but maybe I'll approach that when the time comes. I was kind of curious. I checked the price on the eggs. The egg price is actually dropping at the moment, so which is fine. I don't need a weeder at the moment, but I probably will need so first thing in the morning. That allows the chickens to create more eggs. So right now, like I said, I can probably get pretty close to 1,500 for the eggs that I have. That puts me, you know, up near 40. I will get a little income from the wind turbine. But I'm going to be spending some cash on some lime and maybe some fertilizer today. I'm hoping I can buy the weeder in the morning. That's kind of my hope. I have plenty of straw to pick up, but that is going to take a while. And I want to get this, like I said, I want to get this field planted. My plan is to get these 3 fields in sequence. And maybe always treat these 3 fields as the same in one group and the other big field as its own group. Getting kind of low on the lime, but I think I'm going to get most of the field done. If I run out, I run out. I got little strips here and there to take care of. But little strips like that, I don't think it's going to bother me too much if I can avoid buying a bag. But I mean, lime is cheap. But right now, I'm in penny pinching mode. Just trying to save as much cash as I can. But looks like I made it through. So that field's all set. It's going to be kind of good if I can afford the weeder in the morning, just so when it comes time to harvest, I have a perfect field to harvest. That'd be really, really great to have, and start stockpiling, even though the wheat that I'm going to be harvesting is going to be for chickens and pigs. But that does remind me, I need to feed the chickens. The chickens are low on the food. So I probably should grab maybe this small trailer right here and go feed them while I'm thinking about it. That might be the first time I actually successfully unhooked the fertilizer without the filling for the spots, or reattaching the spreader without knowing it here. Trailer, cables. I don't need much feed, but I do believe we're up to 25 chickens now. We started with 10. The more I get, the faster they reproduce. I don't have much food and feed in here for them, so I'll just grab all I can. I just want to feed them just so I don't forget about them, because they're going to bring me in a good amount of cash for a while. Plus, I'm kind of curious how many eggs we got. I keep coming down here once in a while, checking on them. They seem to be doing okay after the earthquake. Didn't seem like they were disturbed too much about it. Yeah, getting a good amount of eggs, that's for darn sure. Let's go ahead and top them off. Actually, they took quite a bit. Quite a bit. So yeah, good thing I'm planting some cereal crop, because in about 5 days or so, they're going to need a lot more than what they have already. Of course, the more chickens I get, the more feed they take. Kind of works that way, doesn't it? Alright, so unload this back into the silo, drop off the trailer, hook up the seed drill, and then I got to manually grab these bags and put it into the seed drill, so that's going to take me a moment or two. But I'll get to planting some wheat in there. And then probably the rest of my evening might be taking the straw off the other field. I'm kind of waiting a little bit, hoping the price of straw will go back up. But since I'm delivering it, I don't think it's going to go up anytime soon. Am I not close enough? Probably not close enough. There we go. And actually, in the future, I could take these walls off, because I think this is going to be our baling and what's going to be like my transporter. I've been kind of using this anyways, once in a while. I brought some of the trash back to the store from the old cabin. It's been kind of useful, but yeah, in the future, I'm going to be taking the walls off this trailer and transport pallets, transport some bales maybe. Alright, let's go ahead and drop that down. Let's go ahead and grab our seed drill. And now I just need to place the bags into the seed drill. Be helpful if I... Oh, it already is open. That shouldn't take me too long then. all that seed I bought fit into the seed drill. And yeah, I'm chewing through it pretty good here. I may go back to the store this evening and buy some, maybe a couple bags of fertilizer and a couple of crates of seed. And I'll use a trailer that I just used to feed the chickens on to load it on up and bring them back to the farm and just have them here when I need them, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to. And meanwhile, these trees, yeah, I probably need to take a moment and take out some of these trees, and I mean, I can get money that way as well. It's just a matter of finding a free moment. I would like to get crop back into the ground in the big field, because, you know, an empty field is not going to make me any cash. So maybe after I seed that field tomorrow, I may whip out the chainsaw and get the trailer out and go around and cut some trees down around some of the fields here. I guess I could always lease a stump grinder and take care of the stumps around the field, because, well, I don't want to damage my equipment going around and forgetting there's a stump there somewhere. So yeah, I may go ahead and do that. Start prepping these fields a little bit better. But I think the amount of size of fields I have right now is exactly the max amount I should have for the equipment that I'm running at the moment. It does take some time to pick up the straw and circle around, do everything, until I get the farm more established and in the shape I need. Because right now I need a little bit of free time, like I just said, to cut down some trees and expand a little bit. But I also got to leave myself some time here in the future to build up some more animal pens. Mainly pigs and cows is kind of where I need to go. And one of these days I'm going to have to probably make a bunker to make some silage. Yeah, future planning here as I'm driving around in my tractor and seeding a field. But now that I got all these 3 wheat fields kind of in the same cycle, I am good. So now I can hook up the loading wagon once more and start picking up some straw and selling it. I probably should wait till the price goes up, but I could be waiting forever for that price to go up. Alright, just got to remember that needs to do that and then that. I'm not sure I can sneak this in there or not. And it's great I can work on my own vehicles, but one thing I do need is I need like a pressure washer at some point to clean up these things. A little snug. Too snug maybe. Of course I didn't park my forage wagon far enough over, so that's kind of my bad on that part. But there is plenty of room in here for it. Now I'll hitch up the loading wagon again and start clearing out another field. Pull it out carefully. Don't want to be scratching the paint on the new loading wagon. So $1,000 per load is what I'm getting. This is a pretty big field here, so hopefully I can get like maybe 6 loads. Another $6,000. I was hoping for originally to get $10,000 back today. I got 3 loads off the first field. If I can get at least 6 off this one, it'll get me close enough to make where I feel happy about things. And the one thing I kind of forgot to hitch on up, yep, that wonderful little PTO shaft. Nope, those need to be on. There we go. I seem to forget that quite often, the PTO shaft. Can I fill up the loading wagon making one circle around the field? If I can, I'm going to get a lot of straw off here. Find out here in just a moment. Well, I did start with a little bit of straw in the loading wagon before I made my first round around the field. So almost a full wagon in one circle. I may have more than 6 loads of straw here. Of course, the more straw I pick up and the further I go in, the radius just gets smaller and smaller. So, yeah, I got plenty of straw here to pick on up. Well, need to get rid of the straw. I have no place to put the farm, so back to the store, sell this. And I need to go back to the cabin because I just want to take inventory of how much fertilizer I have. I know I don't have any seed left, but I want to take stock of how much fertilizer I have because I could actually make my trips count by bringing some straw. Every time I bring straw, I can just pick up a pallet with the pallet forks of seed and bring it back to the farm, drop it off, and then do that a couple times. It'll save me from bringing the trailer on down. Am I still getting my $951 or $915? I think it's $951 I was getting before. Still $951. Back to the farm. Alright, so I have, we'll just call it 1,000 liters of fertilizer left, and everything else is in containers. I know I hardly have any lime left as well. Alright, that's something we can handle here. That's for darn sure. And I'm just going to run back to the house to get something to drink. And while on my way back, I'm going to check the mailbox just to double check things. I can't remember if I checked it this morning or not. Oh, there is a letter in here. Received your quota of 25,000 liters of oats. Horses needed it badly. They also may need some assistance next week. So I may be calling upon you to come help at some point. Alright, so I have to... my guess is... I don't expect someone to come pick me up. My guess is a portal again. Maybe I'll get a letter at some point. Tell me when and where. Kind of interesting. But I'm going to go inside the house. Like I said, grab something to drink. I got some... Basically, I've been steaming some water on the wood stove at night and putting in some bottled waters into here so I can just grab a quick drink. But I am going to go upstairs on the computer. I want to check some financial things before I go pick up some more straw and see if I can afford the weeder in the morning, and also check the inventory of the silo as well.